Let's jump right into this explainer. We live in a world that is, frankly, completely obsessed with the appearance of success. But today, we're unpacking the exact cold hard math of why trying to look rich might be the very thing keeping you broke. It's going to be an eye-opener, so let's get into it. I mean, it sounds like a really simple question, right? Do you want to look rich or actually be rich? Every single day, society pressures us to buy these visible status symbols. The shiny new car, the designer clothes. But we really have to ask ourselves, are we optimizing for other people's opinions or our own financial freedom? Are we just building an illusion or are we building actual lasting wealth? Now, understanding this one single concept is literally the secret to uncovering hidden wealth. It's called opportunity cost. Look, when you spend $1 on a luxury item, you aren't just losing that $1, you're losing what that dollar could have become if you'd put it to work somewhere else. So the hidden cost of trying to look wealthy isn't just the price tag on the item itself, it's the absolute destruction of your potential future wealth. It's like this invisible price tag attached to every single purchase we make. Let's apply this to everyday life with something I like to call the $700 trap. In our culture, it's completely normal to hand over $700 of hard-earned cash every single month just to look wealthy while, sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic. Fun fact, most actual millionaires drive modest, used cars. They just don't fall for this. But when you apply the concept of opportunity cost to this $700, wow, the reality of what you're giving up for that new car smell is genuinely staggering.
Watch how this builds over time. Imagine redirecting that exact same $700 payment into investments. Okay, so in month 1, you skip the luxury car, you drive something a bit more modest, and you invest that cash. By year 10, you aren't just saving money anymore, your money is literally generating its own money. That's the momentum of compound interest for you. But at year 20, the true miracle of compounding really reveals itself. It's the exact same $700 a month out of your pocket, but the destination is wildly different. Over those 2 decades, that redirected monthly car payment could have grown to over $200,000. $200,000. That is the invisible price tag of looking wealthy. Every time you sign up for that steep monthly financing, you aren't just buying a vehicle. You are literally trading your future financial security and freedom for a very expensive, depreciating driveway ornament. And honestly, the math here is just devastating. On one side, you have the value of that luxury car after 20 years, which is basically a hunk of metal worth almost nothing. On the other side, an invested, wealth-generating portfolio of $200,000. It is the ultimate battle between instant gratification and long-term wealth, and it captures the wealth illusion perfectly. You're trading a small fortune for something that is mathematically guaranteed to lose its value. Crazy, right? Now, at this point, you might be thinking the core lesson here is that all debt is a terrible trap and you should avoid it at all costs. Actually, scratch that. It's more like not all debt is bad. The data shows us that true wealth isn't just about avoiding payments entirely. It's about understanding the fundamental nature of the debt you take on. Debt can be a heavy anchor that drags you down, sure, but if used strategically, it can be a massive engine that propels you forward. So it is absolutely crucial to separate the consumer debt that drains your future from the strategic debt that acts as a foundation for it. Consumer debt is what we just looked at, that $700 trap. You're paying interest to own a depreciating asset. Strategic debt, on the other hand, is borrowing money to purchase an appreciating asset. The classic example here is a home mortgage. You take on debt, yeah, but you do it to acquire something that historically grows in value and builds your overall net worth. The data makes this difference incredibly clear. To put this into perspective, the average homeowner has a net worth of $255,000 compared to a renter's $6,000. I mean, wow. Why? Well, because the homeowner leveraged a mortgage, which is a massive amount of strategic debt, to acquire an appreciating asset. Because of that one choice, their net worth exploded. The renter, avoiding that specific type of debt, sits at a fraction of that wealth. It highlights exactly why understanding opportunity costs and strategic assets is completely non-negotiable. So, what's the playbook we've uncovered in this explainer? It's pretty simple, actually. You have to prioritize unseen, compounding assets over instantly gratifying status symbols. You've got to recognize the wealth illusion for the trap that it is. Always, always calculate your opportunity costs and ask what your money could become in 20 years. And finally, choose compound interest and strategic leverage over a shiny car payment today. Before you make your next big purchase, I want to leave you with this final thought. Are your monthly payments funding a fleeting illusion or your permanent financial freedom? Think of it this way. Every dollar that leaves your bank account is a soldier you're sending into battle. Are you sending them out to buy depreciating metal just to impress people you pass on the highway? Or are you sending them out to capture compound interest and build a literal fortress for your future? The math is crystal clear, but the choice is yours. Look closely at your own spending this week and ask yourself, what is your $700 funding today?